Hey my loves, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on my life in the salon. Previously, after I started to put on my new pink furniture, or my pink covers, my curtains and whatnot, I've been having a lot of issues since this rebrand, and it has absolutely been sickening, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. So first things first, let's talk about what happened overall with my suite. For one, a couple weeks prior to me changing my furniture, buying new furniture to my rebrand, my suite has been leaking from the ceiling. And it was just starting off as little drips, little drops, and it was kind of disgusting though because the water was brown. I still had to collect the water. It was interfering with my clients, and it just was overall not a good thing to have going on in a suite that you're paying for. Like, hello. So it kept dripping and dripping and dripping, and I kept telling my suite owner, like, hey, this is what's going on. I was responsible for cleaning it up, even though I'm not supposed to, but I really had no choice because this was happening while I was having clients. So it would stop. Okay, cool. Another week would go past, and the same thing would happen again, except the rain or the water would get more intense. So this was coming from the ceiling, and obviously it's going to cause water damage and damage to the ceiling as well. So it started coming down more intense as the weeks were progressing, and I just was not happy. And I was keep telling my suite owner, like, hey, it's getting worse, it's getting worse, it's getting worse. And he kept telling me it's from the upstairs, not within our facility, so they're working on it. Sorry about that. I'll have somebody come and check it out, but in reality, he wasn't having anybody come check it out or clean it up how he said he was. So that was resulting in me having to deal with a lot more factors. Not true. And the process would happen over and over again, and it gets worse. So this time, the same day after I rebanded my whole room, put new furniture, put new this, put new that, everything brand new, looking super cute in there, my former bestie decides to come into my suite, try to press me and tries to fight me over me not texting back. She decided to come to my workplace instead of my home, which was a real red flag. Like, girl, I thought you were better than that. And I had a client, so you're coming to start drama, looking for a fight. She came in a bonnet with sneakers and sweatsuit, no coat on. It's like 10 degrees in New York. She came to fight little me and brought 5 other girls with her, or 4 other girls, who knows, but, hello? Where's the decorum? Where's the respect? Where's the, just because I didn't text her back, you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong, even though I would never go to somebody's workplace and cause disruption and try to fight them over a text back, or whatever the case may be, because there is more to the story. But she thought she was going to bully me into getting what she wanted, and she didn't get what she wanted, because even though I weigh like 90 pounds, I'm very soft, very kind, I did not let people play with me, so that wasn't going to happen. She didn't get what she wanted, so she decided to put her hands on me in my little room. The day after, I walk into my room, and my ceiling is on the floor. A lot of my new packages I didn't even get to put up yet are damaged from the water from the ceiling. And I'm like, great. So I'm having great days back to back. Okay, cool. Then I clean it up, I get started with my clients per usual. I'm done with my client, she sits up, and she's like, excuse me, look. And it looks like it's raining, pouring rain in my suite of dirty water. And behind that is the exit, and our coats, and our things like that. And this is very concerning to me because this is dirty water. It's pouring down uncontrollably. It's not leaking anymore. It's literally pouring down. And what do I do? How do I even get out my door to solve this issue? So my client, she chooses to go through the water, which I just felt so bad because I wish this was something I could control, because this would have never been happening. As soon as it started to leak the first time, it would have been dealt with, which was over a month ago, and it hasn't been. So now this is a really big inconvenience to me because this is just, like, I've been told you about this. Why isn't it fixed yet? It just wasn't making sense. So I call him, he tells me to put a garbage can under there, which I've been doing, but I have a small garbage can and it wasn't gonna hold all that water. The way it was coming down, disgusting, dirty water, disgusting. I put the garbage, I have to leave, I have to go about my business. He tells me by tomorrow, somebody will come in, check it out, look at it, fix it. Okay, cool. I come back the next day, the garbage can is like maybe 1/4 full. It's like a really big garbage can, but that's still like a lot of water. It was really heavy, and I had a client. He told me somebody was coming to take care of this, and it wasn't taken care of. So now I have to take that garbage can outside, dump it out. Dirty water everywhere. My room stinks. Every time it leaks, it stinks. It smells like rotten eggs. It's just not pleasant at all. I have to sweep, mop the floor once again because the ceiling is still caving in, and I still have clients to take care of. Okay, cool. Weeks go past, and nothing has been done about it. Like, literally nothing. So one day while I'm working, like I said, a couple weeks go past. As I'm working, they're supposed to be painting my shop. Every time that they tell me they're supposed to paint my shop, it has been an excuse on why they haven't done it, or it keeps on getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And I don't understand why, because I'm giving y'all nothing but time. Y'all like to do things on y'all all the time, and then it never happens. I'm being lost out of consideration because you guys don't care about my schedule, my work schedule, and when I have clients, y'all want to do things on y'all time. When I'm asking y'all what works for y'all, like, it just doesn't make sense. So, okay, scratch it. I don't want the paint. I want my ceiling fixed because now they're telling me I can't work in my suite. 30 minutes before a client, 11 a.m. 30 minutes before my 11 a.m. appointment, you guys are gonna text me and tell me that I need to relocate so they can fix my room. Okay. So that means I have to go to the shop, pick up some of my things, not even all of my things, some of my things, take it with me to another location that I've never seen before. I don't know what works for me, I don't know what's there, but I obviously can't carry everything in my suite that I may need to satisfy my clients. And then I'm gonna be extra late on top of that. I did not get my things and relocate to the next location until like an hour past my client's appointment. And if you know me, I'm never that late, I don't reschedule, I don't cancel. So that's really a big issue for me because not only are you inconveniencing me, you're inconveniencing my client as well, and I have to compensate them for that. So that's what ends up happening. I go to the new location. The new location is not even a room. I have a suite room. This one is just a curtain. That doesn't even cover all the way. It's a curtain with a chair. I look at the chair is leather. The leather is all peeled up and dirty, an old chair, nothing I'm used to. I keep my space very clean, very decent. I would never have my clients sitting on, it just doesn't make sense. There wasn't a chair for me to sit on and work out of, so I had to go into the waiting room and take a visibly dirty chair, because it was white, but it was no longer white, it was brown, put it there, behind there. There was no lights to the room, no lights, so I had to work with a lash lamp. The room was very cold, it was in a basement, there was no heat whatsoever. We just had a snowstorm, so it's like 10 degrees outside, no heat. Okay, cool. The chair ratio just didn't work. I had to like crouch my back and bend my back to the point where it hurts. I can't even see what I'm doing because there's no lights in here. And I had to work on my clients and push the rest of my day back because I was hour late because of y'all inconveniencing me with no choice and no heads up. Mind you, they had a 4-day weekend to let me know this. A 4-day weekend, and I told them that because they were supposed to use that 4-day weekend to paint my room. And they knew the contractor was supposed to come. They knew all of that. So they had 4 days to let me know if I needed to relocate or not. But they chose to tell me 30 minutes before I had to leave my house. Not only that, I get to the new location. The power keeps going off. The power, the little bit of light that I have, the little bit of anything, like it just was super ghetto, super. And guess what? Guess who still was requesting the rent? Guess who still was requesting the rent? So now I'm kind of like talking to or venting to my people like, this is what's going on. I'm really stressed out because he's telling me it'll be done by today. Okay, cool. It was only gonna be a one day that I need to relocate. Okay, cool. The next day I didn't have work. So if you need another day, okay, cool. Wednesday comes, I have work. He texts me again. Oh, you're still gonna have to work in that space. But I thought it was gonna be done 2 days ago. And on top of 2 days ago, y'all had a 4-day weekend. Like, what's going on? And I've been telling you guys this issue months prior. What's going on? And he's telling me you're gonna have to relocate until Friday. Okay, cool, we get through it. We're here at Friday. Everything should be done by Friday, right? I'm having to go back and forth with Ubers to my product, with dropping off and picking up my products because he keeps on telling me it'll be done by today. So it's done by today. I don't need to leave my products in an open space where anybody can just go and grab and take my things. So I'm Ubering back to the other location, back and forth to get my products, put my products back because he says it's gonna be done by the end of today. And every time that I go and Uber back, nobody's working on my suites. So like I said, I start venting to my people. Like, I'm really stressed because this is a big inconvenience to me, and you're still requesting the rent. Me personally, I'm very soft-spoken. I don't normally speak up for myself, but everybody's like, hello, like, you need to speak up. So I did say something, and he told me that he would take off 1 week. Mind you, this has been going on for months. He'll take off 1 week. Okay, cool, but I still need to pay this upcoming weekend because he needs to pay for the repairs, and he needs to pay for his salon to look nice, and he needs to pay for all of that. But to my knowledge, you would have had to pay for the repairs and the damage, regardless if I was in that room or not. It's not my fault. I didn't do this. This is what comes with having a business. And then not only are you telling me that you're sorry, or whatever the case may be, you didn't offer to take off money, you just told me somebody was gonna come look at it and clean up the mess for me. The least that they can do. Or that you can do. And nobody was coming to do that. So now I have to clean up the dirty, nasty ass water, inconveniencing me while I have my clients, and I can't even use my room. You keep on giving me false dates as to when my room will be fixed up, and you're still requesting the rent. Are you crazy? Okay, cool. So I take it for what it was, and at this point I just started looking for a new suite because I just can't do it anymore. I cannot work in a space that is not convenient for me, and it's just really bad. It's not even like I could make it work. I cannot make that work. The power's going off, it's dirty, my back is aching. It's hard for me to go back and forth between salons to pick up and get my products, and nobody's compensating me for that inconvenience. So at this point, y'all just don't care. This has been going on for months and nothing has changed. So I made my executive decision in finding a new suite. I found another suite, which was same price and basically same travel time from home that I am, and it's an actual room. So I felt like I wouldn't have any plumbing issues, piping issues, because I feel like in my suite wasn't even really supposed to be a suite. It was the only suite in the cut. It's super tiny, has pipes going out through the walls. Like, I think he just put that there to make a little quick buck or extra buck. Like, and it just didn't really make any sense. I loved a couple things about it, but that's because I probably just got comfortable. You know, I was really debating if I should move and start over and whatnot, the consequences, because February 1st was about in 2 days, which was yesterday. So that means if I wanted to move, I need to make that decision now, and I would need to figure out my moving process now. And that was really big for me because I'm used to having things planned out and moving accordingly. So I sent him a text that I will be leaving because I went to my salon suite for when he said it was going to be done by Saturday. I went there, nothing was changed. It's been going on for months where you said it will be fixed up. Nobody has even came to look at it. So it's not even like they came and was like, oh yeah, we're gonna plan for it to happen next week. Nobody has, like, the effort was not there. You're just telling me what I need to hear so that I can stay and you can get your money, and you don't give a fuck about your tenants. So that was that. I also felt like it was very disrespectful for him to say that, well, you need to still pay this week's rent because even though your room isn't finished, you still need to pay because I need to pay. And it's like, but those aren't my issues. And had I not said anything, I would have still been paying rent for a room that I'm not even in. And then you're inconveniencing me really, really big on top of that. And that's not fair. Like, what kind of business are you running? Like, my stuff got damaged. My brand new coffee maker, my brand new K-cups, my brand new photo frames, my brand new mirror, everything got damaged because of the water. And nobody cared to even ask me or even, oh, I'm sorry about this, we'll cover that. No, if I wanted it to be replaced, that was me coming out of pocket for that. And then paying rent on top of that. So I was like, I kind of have no choice. Y'all are giving me no choice but to leave. So I said, I will move out. I'll figure it out. I have 2 days to do so. So I told him the first day, I'm like, hey, I told him for, multiple reasons. I just wanted to make it seem like, because just in case I did need another room or, I was looking for a suite, it was in a really convenient location for me. I just would make sure the ceilings look good, the wall, there's no pipes in my room, there's none of that. I would take a closer look just in case it came down to it. I wanted to leave on good terms. So I made sure to let him know, like, hey, I'm giving you a notice, I'm leaving because this just is really inconvenient for me and nothing is really being done. And, I appreciate the opportunity. I would have loved to stay here, but unfortunately you guys are forcing my hand. And he calls me immediately and he's like, hey, what's the reason you're leaving? Is it because of the plumbing? And I'm like, well, yeah, that is a part of the reason. And he decides to tell me everything will be done by today. This is Saturday. Everything will be done by today. I promise you. He says, I'll give you another week free. You can think about it for this week. Another week free. You can think about whether you want to stay or leave. And after that, if your room still hasn't been fixed up, or lower your rent by $25 or something like that. And I'm just like, he's like, I'll promote you on Instagram. I'll give you some clientele. I guess he just thought I couldn't afford it. But that wasn't the case. When I first moved in, he asked me what was my Instagram so he can promote it on his page and whatnot. And I gave him my Instagram and he's never once followed, or I'm not saying he had to, but that was his offer, that was his doing. He's never done it. So I don't know why now you want to promote me to increase my clientele or lower my rent when I was the one that had to say anything, or give me a week for you to think about it because you want me to stay so you can make your money. You told me by today. Okay, cool. I was still on the fence. I didn't make my decision yet, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in tomorrow, which was Sunday. I was like, if nothing is finished, I'm leaving. Because you just keep lying, keep procrastinating, you keep just putting it to the side. Like, it's coming out of your pockets and it's not. So I just made the decision to leave because I feel like he just told me what I wanted to hear in order just to keep me and make a quick buck. So I did go through with viewing the other suite. I took what I could get at the time. I only had 2 days to really take my stuff and go, because if not, I still would have been working at his other shitty location. So, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. Any other last, wouldn't be able to do it either, which is probably why the place was vacant. But yeah, so I went, I paid my security deposit for the other suite. I just went through with it, and after that, I came on Sunday, the day after he told me everything would be fixed. I came on Sunday to get my things, and guess what, y'all? Nothing was fixed. So thank God I listened to my gut intuition, because I didn't really know if he actually did have it done that day, but I mean, I should have known, you know what I'm saying? I should have known. So he was calling me to talk that talk just to get me to stay and keep paying the rent, and I still was gonna be asked out. So thank God I listened to my gut with at least having a stable place. I'm pretty sure there might be, maybe, I hope not, God forbid, problems come with a new place, but at least I have a stable place to work, It's much quieter, much more private, much bigger and better for my business. So overall, I think I will be happy with the outcome. So yesterday I was able to go and start removing my things from my old suite. And as I'm removing my things, he decides to text me and say, we're not forcing you to stay. You're welcome back anytime. but you're still gonna need to pay your rent. But the day before, he called me and told me I would have had a week off free to think about it and whatnot, and this, all this, all this, all this. I'm like, okay. Mind you, when I got to the salon on my first day of renting, I paid 2 times my security deposit, which means you basically already had my last week's pay. Why do I need to pay additional rent when you have double my security deposit and you told me yesterday that it was going to be free? And the reason I think he texted me is because he probably seen me on his cameras moving my stuff out, because there's no way your offer just disappeared in midair. Like, there's no way. It's either that or you just know you wasn't going to fix up the suite and you didn't intend to, so you know I was going to leave anyways. So, I mean, that was that. I was able to move all of my belongings to the new suite, and I didn't respond to him until I did that because I didn't know what type of, energy I was going to get back, or, because I have no problem paying. I really don't, but it's the fact that it's just the audacity and the disrespect that comes with it. It's like, are you serious? So when I was done moving my stuff out, I did text him back out of respect, and I did tell him, like, hey, you did tell me I had a week to think about it, and you did tell me you were going to lower my rent, take it all for free, and then you told me, and then, I did pay double my security deposit. Wouldn't that cover my last week of rent? That was over 24 hours ago. I had no response. And when I told him I was leaving, he called me immediately to propose all these proposals. I'm just, confused, but I'm happy I was able to get everything out. It was a really tough decision, a really hard process, but with God's willing, we did it. So today I will be going to my new suite to set up and just, make sure everything is good for my clients coming tomorrow on Tuesday, and everything should be smooth sailing from that. And I just want to thank my mom for helping me, because if it wasn't for her, I would have to do all of that by myself, and I was crying, and I was stressed, and I was really just overwhelmed. But we got it done, and I'm really, really happy to see what will come after this, and I feel like I'm truly blessed. This may have been a blessing in disguise, even though it was rushed, it wasn't really on my timing. It might have been God's plan to go in and go with a, better path for bigger blessings. So, update. So like I said, it's been 24 hours since I texted him. This is the notification I just received without a response. Canceled request. So yeah, he just canceled the request that he sent last week. I still haven't gotten a response, so I think he knows he's loud and wrong, and hopefully he leaves me alone. I really don't care for a text back because I'm out of there. I don't care, I don't like when people play with me. I try to leave out on good terms. So the fact that he's I'm just tired of talking about this shitty ass experience that I had. Like, okay, it's just time to move forward. Now we're actually gonna go, and now we're actually gonna see what we can make shake. The only thing I didn't like about the new suite was that the walls weren't the walls were not freshly painted. I do have paint, so that could be fixed, no problem. The walls are ugly as shit. They're really orange. They're really I could fix it. The door, I thought it was key access. It only locks from the inside. I don't like that because I'm not about to have people coming into my space and da-da-da. I did order some security cameras for my room based off what old girl did to me, based off I don't know who's going to be in my room. I don't know these people. I don't know. I want my stuff secured. I want, what I'm saying? I want the best for my business. So if that means more investments, it's okay. It's okay. It'll return the blessings as much as it can. It'll be okay. But yeah, it was a quick decision. I'm going to show you guys all the videos that I took prior. I'll show you guys what it looks like now. And we're going to go through the process together. So, yeah. Hey everybody, I'm back at the new suite. I'm going to show you guys where I left off, and then we can get started with decorating and doing everything else. Upon the entrance, I just put my dresser against this wall, and obviously this is not set up. I just do everything around here. I got my lash cart, the things that go in my lash cart, my chair, my other chair, the little stool that I got, a whole bunch of decor. That's my new mirror, the Hello Kitty decor, the lamp. All of this needs to be put into here, and then an extra mirror, tripod. I don't know where to start. Honestly, I might start with the lash cart, then put everything into the dressers, and then I'm gonna probably sweep up the floors and deal with my new furniture. I'm kind of stuck, y'all, because I didn't think about the layout. Usually I have my lash cart on the left side of me, so I'm more comfortable reaching over to the left. But I do not want to have to move my recliner to the middle of the room, because then I'm going to have less space in the room. I don't want it to be awkward. So I put the lash cart there. But now I'm just trying to think about everything else, because I want to keep the mirror there. I'm a little lost right now, so maybe I'm gonna just work on focus. I might just work on getting everything into the dressers and then figure out the room layout, because they're kind of in the way, and then I could always rearrange. I was able to put as much away so I could kind of figure out like where I want to go. So that limits a lot of the blue bags. And now I'm gonna just put together my little table, or my little, I don't know, for my little waiting area or whatnot. I got a gold accent table. It's really cute. It has a little bow on it, so I'm really excited because I was supposed to do this at the other suite, but I never got a chance because I was supposed to paint and I didn't want to get my stuff dirty. So I'm excited to see it put together. So I'm guessing this goes here. And a cutesy little bow. When I said the floors were ugly here, I really honestly meant that. I was gonna buy like a really big rug to cover the whole floor, but once I realized the tone was warm and I used warm colors like the gold, the warm pink, the white, it doesn't look too bad. So I thought I'd hold off on buying a rug, but I honestly thought it was gonna look way worse. So it's good that it doesn't look too bad. Oh my god, this table is really tiny. Am I missing a piece? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess this is it. It's really tiny and cute, but I really expect it to be at least like one more bar longer, but it's okay. I'm gonna just clean it off. Super cute. I guess we're done assembling that. On to the next. I need space to get in and out of my chair though. Okay, I might have to move that one or do something else with this cart. I was gonna put the table and the chair against this wall. This is a lot. I'm tired. Okay, y'all, I finally finished. So I'm just gonna show y'all the finished product for today. I'm probably still gonna have to move some stuff around to my liking, but this is where I'm just at for now. You guys walk in, gonna have the lash shampoo and just, you know, product area. All my things are inside. I left on my mop because I still need to mop the floor, and I'm deciding if I'm gonna keep this mirror. But to the left we have the lash chair, garbage, lash lamp, chair, lash cart. I'm used to having everything on my left, so I kept it that way. And then my full body mirror, cutesy, my little coffee station, this little seating area. I put my picture there because I don't really have no space and I didn't have anything to hang it up yet. And then the door, all this stuff is going to be removed, so that's really it.